News Live at 6.
It's a breaking news exactly 1 week after a man was shot and killed in Wahpeton. Charges have now been filed against the man police say pulled the trigger.
40-year-old Anthony Kruger is charged with intentional murder in the death of Jeremiah Maidenwald on January 16th near Wahpeton High School. Kruger is also charged with possession of meth with intent to deliver and unlawful possession of a firearm.
Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley has been following the story since it happened.
Yeah, she joins us live now in studio with the newly filed court documents and what they say led up to this shooting. Bailey?
Yeah, Justin, Stacy, court documents say Anthony Kruger shot Jeremiah Maidenwald 15 times last week, but unfortunately a motive hasn't yet been revealed. In the days after the shooting, Wahpeton investigators worked around the clock to put together a timeline, which eventually led them to the Dakota Magic Casino in Hankinson. Court documents say prior to the shooting, Maidenwald and Kruger were at the casino together. Security video showing the two arriving together in Maidenwald's car and leaving together around 6:35 p.m. Shots rang out near Wahpeton High School shortly after 7 p.m. and police say a different passenger got into Maidenwald's car just before the shooting and described Kruger to police. Investigators say Kruger was standing outside of the car when he fired the deadly rounds, but it's still unclear what was said or what happened to prompt Kruger to shoot. Police arrested Kruger on Friday and say he still had the clothes that were seen by witnesses of the shooting and on security camera footage at the casino. The Maidenwald family tells me they didn't know of Kruger, which they're glad for, saying knowing the person who did this would make their heartbreak that much worse. Maidenwald was laid to rest this morning in Hankinson, remembered for making the best out of the difficult trials life brought him and being the best father to his two teenage sons. Justin, Stacy.
Thanks so much, Bailey, for that live report. Bail has been set at $1 million. So far, no date has been set for Kruger's next hearing.
Taking a look outside, we got some sun this weekend, but there are potentially some big changes coming in the forecast, especially later this week. First Alert Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson breaks it all down for us now. Hutch.
Justin, thanks so much, and happy Monday, everyone. As we head out of the weekend that brought a lot of sunshine, big changes this week. A series of Alberta clippers will be making their way through, the strongest of which and the one that brings the most change will happen on Friday. We had one move through today with a little bit of light snow and showers. But Thursday, we'll start to see the last of the train of Alberta clippers move in with a late mix of rain, sleet, and snow, followed all day Friday by a tricky morning commute and falling temperatures that will carry us into that Arctic territory into the weekend and beyond. Some of us not getting back to above zero for several days. Right now, an enjoyable setting sun at the Dakota Magic Casino. As we head into the evening, notice the clearer skies are down south. Exiting snow showers, that's clipper number 1 moving into the Iron Range. Looking off to the west, clipper number 2 is really starting to take shape up just out of Alberta and Edmonton. So that system will be working its way towards us into tomorrow. More on that in a second. Right now, temperatures will be sneaking down into the teens. Cloudy skies and a light wind as it decreases tonight. Teens for Grand Forks as well. We're going to break down the clipper number 2 for tomorrow that will bring some travel impacts to the valley and look a lot closer at that Friday system as well here in just a few moments.
All right, thanks, Hutch.
A Fargo man is dead following a snowmobile crash in Erie Township on Sunday. Authorities say 34-year-old Scott Darrell Fossum lost control and rolled his snowmobile into the ditch. Reports say he was not wearing a helmet and not breathing at the time of the 911 call. Fossum was taken to St. Mary's Hospital in Detroit Lakes, where he later died of his injuries. Both North Dakota and Minnesota governors are encouraging everyone who owns a flag to fly them at half-staff today through Thursday in honor of the lives lost during the California mass shooting on Saturday.
Another victim died today, bringing the death toll to 11. Authorities also found the suspected shooter, 72-year-old Hukan Tran, dead of a self-inflicted gunshot wound in the van they say he used to flee. Today, investigators searched his home as they try to determine a motive behind this massacre. Meanwhile, a Moorhead woman faces up to 40 years in prison after police say she stabbed one woman and kidnapped, strangled, and threatened to kill another.
28-year-old Cassandra Perez is charged with 2 counts of second-degree attempted murder, kidnapping, criminal sexual conduct, domestic assault, and threats of violence. The court documents say Perez sprayed lighter fluid on the victim and tried to light her on fire, but police say that lighter didn't work. And that's when Perez stabbed the victim before fleeing the apartment with her mother. Another victim told police Perez hit her several times, put her face into a snowbank, struck her head against concrete steps. Perez was taken into custody by Moorhead police. A Glendon family is picking up the pieces after their home was engulfed in flames last Thursday, but they are getting some help.
Kayla and Brandon Larson have had a hectic few days. Saved their kids from a fire, but saw their house go up in flames. However, they say the amount of people reaching out to see how they can help has changed the way they look at life.
You see the good and,
It gives a little hope.
it gives hope for sure. Yeah, because you see so much good and people mean well and people are just so supportive. And so it's been really, really encouraging just to see how people have responded.
The Larsons say they'd be happy to return the favor for someone else at some point in the future. If you live in West Fargo, listen up. You could see a bigger water bill starting next month. West Fargo purchases water from the city of Fargo, and Fargo's already adjusted their water rates upward. So during the West Fargo City Commission meeting last Monday, the council approved their own rate increase, citing inflation, cost of electricity, cost of chemicals. The previous water rate had been the same for about 7 years. The city does have a water tracking website. If you get a smart meter installed, the site allows you to connect with your meter, track your own water use, and set up alerts.
Happening tonight, the city of Moorhead could get a new fire